Alright. Assalamualaikum. Alhamdulillah, we're back again. In this video, we are going to discover how and why inquiry-based teaching methodology is a good choice for your lesson planning. Alright. So let's begin with number one. Uh, I would say inquiry-based teaching methodology is a cure for all. So, to having said that, it means that because inquiry based methodology requires you as teachers to initiate questions from students. So, that means the students will need to provide you with questions, and for having to do that, definitely the students will come up with questions for the things that they are not sure of. So if a student have any problem with the subject and they ask you questions, so it's going to unlock a lot of difficulties in their learning path. With that, they will learn that with only one question, a lot of other problems along their learning path is actually cured and answered. So that's why inquiry based teaching methodology is a cure for all. In this, I would like to say the word all refers to all of their learning problems. Okay, so that's number one. All right, number two, inquiry based teaching methodology will actually lessen the worry for students, because when they know they can ask you for the things that they do not know or they are not sure of in this subject, they will definitely be less worried because they do not know, right? So they can ask. When they can ask question, they know that you are going to answer because this is how the pattern of learning is. So with that, a lot of worries can be lessened. Okay, so that's number two. Now number three, when you want to, because inquiry based learning lessens students worry, so they will always know that questions for their doubt or answers for their doubts are always there. So they know that this teacher who uses inquiry based teaching methodology is there to aid the student, right? That's also another point why inquiry based teaching methodology is good. So next would be when you are in an inquiry based learning class, as a teacher, you do not have to blindly create your lesson plans. So with inquiry based teaching methodology, your class is actually designed in order to fit the students' needs first, because this lesson plan requires you to answer them. That's how inquiry based teaching methodology mold your teaching plan not to be blindly designed for the students. All right, so with this methodology, you design the lesson according to what the student needs for each of your period of class. Now, another thing about this teaching methodology is for teachers as well. They know students. You know your students' needs directly the moment you start off the class, because in order to begin the class, you need to settle their doubts or their questions for the subject first, then your class will proceed. So that's how exactly you will get to understand what your students need. Okay, so another last point that I can tell why inquiry based teaching methodology is good is, like I said, okay, the lesson plan is designed to cater to the students. And another point regarding relatedly to lesson plan is that the lesson is designed by demands. That means you design your lessons according to what they ask you to prepare for them for the next class. So as a teacher, you are actually being directed as how your class should be conducted for every becoming lesson. So it's actually helping both parties, for the students and you, in this teaching methodology. Okay, so let's sum up. Okay, why inquiry based teaching methodology is a good form of methodology that you should try. So number one is a cure for all. Number two, it helps students to unblock what is blocked here. And then number two, when this is unlocked, all right, so the worry is lessened about the subject, because they know you are the source of the source of their doubts. That means, you are the source of the answers for their doubts. Okay, you are not the source of doubt, definitely. Okay, so, and another thing about inquiry based learning is they also learn that all their doubts will be answered by you, and all their worries about the subject goes slowly less and less, right? And for you teachers, there are three things that makes inquiry based teaching methodology helpful for you. Number one, you don't blindly teach your students, and you don't have to blindly plan the lesson plan for them, because you will design the lesson plan according to their demands. Okay, so 2 points there. You don't have to blindly plan your lesson. Secondly, your lesson plan is designed by their demand, their students' demand. And finally, you will definitely get to know where the students are stuck in the lesson, because inquiry based teaching methodology requires the students to state their problems, and we as teachers will work as facilitators to them and provide them the answers. And so this subject that you are teaching using this inquiry based teaching methodology will make your lessons more interesting and less worries for those who are in trouble with the subject. So teachers, you make your decision, you give your thoughts about inquiry based teaching methodology, and look for the summary of this video in my next shot. Alright, so thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.